Okay, so this is going to be for the sign of Libra. I'm just going to pull some cards, see what is going down, what's been essentially like holding you back in cycles, right? Just one, please. No, it's too many. Just one. So I hope you guys are doing well. I think energy has been pretty cleansing of all, and it's kind of like this like reset. Maybe somebody is in the process of like wanting to travel, get more in tune with like nature, with the elements, with the universe. Kind of like, I'm kind of picking up like visiting the locations that you've yet to visit, so that you can access gifts. I don't know, that could be for like 5% out there. There has been an overcoming of laziness and like stepping into like dreams, into a desire that you have, right? It's kind of like, you know, they say like, if you hang out with a bunch of partiers, like in 20 years, they're going to be doing the same thing, right? Or, yeah, I don't know. Somebody's kind of fallen into that trap, right? Of like going up the mountains of old, the vibrations in the past, right? Kind of saying like, I don't want to be that person. I never saw myself as somebody who was stagnant, who wanted to stay in one place, right? But essentially, somebody was feeding into fear, right? Feeding into the inability of growth, like kind of like it's kind of like almost like a giving up energy of like, okay, well, I guess this is just where I'm at, and this is just where I'm going to be, and that's it. This is all that I can expect for my space and my place and my energy, right? And it's essentially causing like this grief within you. Your dreams have been talking to you, right? You see signs of forward movement, but it's like you don't believe it. It's just like a made up fantasy world that like you're living in your own head. And in truth, it's not, right? Because like Abraham kind of used this example is like it would not be in the etheric realm, and it would not be a wish and a desire and a hope for you to have that life, right? Or to have that desire or that want or that hope. Unless it didn't already exist, right? Like somewhere in a paradigm of a higher vibration, your desires live. And so the thing is it's right now. Like everything is happening right now. And so what are those steps to get to that higher timeline look like, right? Like what would it take for you to jump onto that higher timeline? How do you have to act? How do you have to feel? Who do you want to interact with? Like, you got to start asking the core, because like the truth is like God love them, but like everybody that you know is literally a reflection of where you've been, right? Not to say that they can't come with you. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like, understand like they're reflecting aspects of who you are. And so if you find yourself where your dreams are so outside of your own reality, and it's due to your laziness, like you're literally doing it to yourself. Like you're literally putting the cuffs on yourself. Nobody says you have to be the way you are. Yeah, it's fucking hard, right? It's hard to get out of the hole that you built for yourself. But the truth is you can get out of it because you've done it before. Like, you didn't always operate in the paradigm that you've been operating in. And so, like, the question is like, what is it? What was it in fear that knocked you into a state of laziness, right? Or maybe it's a fear of success, right? Or is it the fear of failure? Because there's really only two reasons why execution is not taking place. And so, like, give homage to, like, that whole, like, what you have allowed to get to the point of ripeness where it's literally growing green, like rot, right? It's not algae, it's like a rot. They're showing me like a rotted orange. Yeah, your guides have been giving you signs like left and right. There's something with your health, right? There's something with your health that has to change. And you're going to start seeing these numbers like telling you that you are on the right path. A bit nice gust of cold wind just like knocked me over. So cold. So 829, 234, 111, 1515, 101, and 666. Right? Is there anything else in here that needs to come out, or are we done? One more. Thank you. That's way more, but that's okay. All right, we'll go with it. They just said to put the list down here, so we're doing that. So, secrets, shame, stagnation, warning, loneliness, choice, submissive, and promiscuity. What's that? Your stagnation has essentially caused you into a state of loneliness, right? It was a choice. Because you allowed the energies to essentially, they just said do this, to there's something in regards to promiscuity and secrets and shaming, right? The truth is like, we should be very selective with our energies, right? We should be very selective on who we offer our energetic frequency, our signature. Because, you know, energy is the creation of the seed of the planet. And if you're constantly giving your way, your energy, your creative energy to somebody who has their own and is taking yours knowingly, unknowingly, then you're never truly able to step into your divine purpose. So the question is if you are really lazy, right? If you are like a lethargic, first off, what's happening in your body that is telling you, hey, something's not right, right? And then two, what are you doing in the ethers, like in the evening, right? Are your mirrors all exposed? I'm sorry, but it's a thing, and it's a real thing. If you, yeah, it's a real thing. If you are an empathic, gifted, like, you have to have a multitude of gifts, right? Everybody is empathic once you open up your heart center. Some are a little bit more sensitive than others, right? But let's be real, everybody is empathic. Like, once you truly get out of the ego. So it's, yeah. Anyway, you have to have a bunch of different gifts for those portals to be opened. You also have to be of soul having a human experience, because we all know there are people on the planet that do not have souls, and they are not, they will never be affected by those energies, right? Because they're not the right kind of battery, if that makes sense. Like, there's two kinds of batteries, and they're not the right kind for, like, this energy, for this creative energy, right? It's I don't know. I'm not getting into that, though. Just one more, please. Thank you. Yeah, I want to know what that is. Show me. Okay. They just said a man is raising vibration. Maybe through somebody who's, like, faithful, like, loyal. This could be happening through public venues. It could be a somebody could be, like, saying about well-being, about mental space. Yeah, it could be an Aries. There could be judgment on an Aries. There are two paths. Yeah, somebody's, yeah, I'm stopping there. Yeah. Somebody will be moving to a mountain, right? And it's like, once you get there, like, because honestly, how do I explain? Sorry, I'm, like, obviously tongue-tied right now. I'm talking to somebody who works with energy, right? Who is an energy healer, who is, I mean, obviously your soul tribe, right? You wouldn't be here if you weren't. But I'm talking to somebody who is very similar in vibration to what I know, what I see, right? And something's going to happen in the next 7 days, right? And you are going to end up, because when you live up against a mountain, right, the groundingness and the energy and the frequency of the area is completely different, right? Because it's an amplifier. And it's kind of like the way you connect into Gaia. So you are going to need to be in a particular area, a range that is going to be in, I think, is it called synastry? It's aligned with mountain pathway. It's kind of like it's a thread. It's a thread of connection in the greater scheme of the grid, right? And for those of you that know, you'll know. Yeah, those numbers are essentially aligning you in the pathway. They just said to show you the numbers again. So I'll just do that. And they are going to, as you see them, they're going to get you prepared for this shift. And I'm hearing, like, a lot of you already know it's, like, coming in process. It's like the fake packing, right? Like, how quickly can I be packed and out of the house and shifted, right? I don't know. It's just coming up. It says, a secret admirer, someone has deeper feelings for you than they let on. This card reflects protection, freedom, and success. It won't be quick or easy, but it will succeed, and you are protected along the way. Free yourself of past doubts, fears, and guilt. Let go of fixed expectations. Be flexible, adaptable, be open to new avenues, new ideas. A higher power is trying to guide you. Self-explanatory, right? And who knows, maybe there is an Aries who's going to come in with an idea. I don't know. with a commitment. It's like I knew there was two. Yeah, so have you mastered self-love? Is that where you find yourself right now, right? So there's a commitment and compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living in love. Commitment. You decided, you dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. Knowing that love is the essence of your very being. So what did you have to do, like, in the last week that wholeheartedly you didn't sway from what you knew to be truth, right? Because it was essentially a test. And the thing is like, you love everybody equally. You allow everybody to choose the timeline that they desire, right? And that takes a lot of like separation, specifically when you have a small circle, right? Or you keep finding broken birds and you follow your divine guidance to lift them up, right? Because that's what your guides tell you to do. And whoever did this, like, it essentially like bumped you up, like, to where you're now ready for like this divine union. And the laziness and it's like, if you're holding on to excess weight, it's gonna literally just shed off, because you held true to your beliefs and you allowed your like situation to essentially ripen. You allowed the divine to tell you, hey, it's now ready to pick, instead of waiting until like you weren't paying attention to it and it just fell on the ground and it rotted. It's like you were constantly like honing that process, and it's going to open you up to a greater possibility of what's coming. It's like, it's almost like they say, like, God holds like a small present in front of you, and they're like, hey, do you want this, or do you want what you can't see yet? And a little kid will go, no, well, I know what I'm getting, so I'll go ahead and take that small package because it's right in front of me. I don't know what's back there. Maybe it's nothing. And in actuality, like, it's this big, awesome, amazing, like, heart's fantasies, like, full dream spectrum of like what it is you desire, right? And so that can be currently like playing out in the current energies. And so, like, come into a place of compassion, and ask yourself, like, what do I need to do to raise my vibration? How do I need to do to raise my vibration? What is it when my laziness kicks in? Like, what's being triggered there, right? What is it that I need to disconnect? What are other ways that I can unplug my brain, that don't have to be me just being a couch potato, right? And like, ask that stuff, like, figure out like what is bringing in the balance that you need so that you can get to the evolution state where you need to. I'm going to leave that there. If something in this resonated with you, please like, comment, subscribe, share. If you would like a reading, or if you would like a session or a clearing, those are open. And I do offer a wide array of different healing modalities. So be well, and until next time, ciao.